Okay, so today, guys, I'm going to go over all the different parts and the skills and the cues of how to hit a driver. So first off, this is pre-swing, and this is kind of what I want to talk about in the setup. So if you look at the yellow arrow first here, I just want you to notice with that the ball and the club head are kind of lined up with your front foot. Now this is the traditional setup for a driver. As you go into irons and other swings, you would line it up more in the middle of your stance because you want to swing down on it more. But since the driver has a low loft, you kind of need to be able to hit it on the upswing a little bit more. So you want to be swinging a lot more level in order to get the ball in the air. If you're swinging down with the driver, it's going to end up just driving it straight into the ground, and it's not going to get a lot of air or distance. Secondly, here I kind of want to key in on the grip, which is the blue arrow up here. So just a couple things. With my right hand on top, the one without the glove, I kind of wrapped it over the grip a little bit. I generally tell people that you should see, two knuckles, the two top knuckles on your hand when you're looking down. That generally tells you that you have a little bit of a weaker grip. And that's just better with how I grip my left hand. So on the left hand, you can kind of see the emblem of the glove is pointing up. That's a lot stronger of a grip, and that kind of allows you to turn your hands over a lot easier on your follow through, and it gives you a lot more leeway, so it's easier to hit the ball straight. And then lastly here with the white line at the top, notice how my shoulders are kind of angled at an angle upwards a little bit. That kind of works together with swinging up on it, because that's kind of the angle you want to come at the ball when you are swinging through to get the ball to launch in the air. So now we're going to talk about the takeaway here. So if I were to play this video a little bit in slow-mo, I take it back, and I want you to notice that on the whole takeaway here, my left arm continued to stay straight the whole way back. Generally, if you were to bend your arm on the way back, your left arm, it will cause for a lot more inconsistencies, and it'll make it a lot harder for you to square up the club face after on the downswing. So as you can tell here, if you look at the club head at the top, it's almost parallel to the ground, the angle of the club face. That tells me that the club face is square at the top, so I am ready for the downswing here. So if we transition to start going down, I want you to notice with the red arrow here that my back foot, is continually rotating because I am shifting my weight all to my front foot here to give all of my power into the ball and into the shot. Now, as you can notice here, it's kind of blurry, but the club head is a little bit behind your hands. This is called lag, and this also gives you more power. This is where your hands are leading the club head, and then you whip it at the end right as you hit the ball to get the most speed and the most power into your shot. And then, and finally, as I keep going through, as you can see, my right arm completely extends kind of as a whip effect. If I kind of do it again, my elbow's a little bit bent and it straightens right there. That's what gives you all of the speed through the shot. And then my back foot completely turns and rotates with the toe into the ground at the end. And now I have a nice balanced finish at the end. And that is how you consistently can hit your driver in the fairway and ultimately enjoy the game of golf a little bit more. Thank you, guys.